Hello, all you Aquarians out there in the world. This is your November 2020 love reading. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Lunacy Tarot. If you are thinking about somebody, if you are in a relationship, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody that you have your eye on, somebody you've been talking to, if you want to learn more about the connection, what they're thinking about you, this is your reading. If this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. Comment below. I love talking with all of you. All of your support helps this channel to elevate, my work to elevate, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And thank you for being here. So I have shuffled your cards, Aquarius. I'm going to give it one last shuffle. And we're going to dive in. We're going to take a global view, and we're going to dive in and take a very detailed, in-depth perspective as well of this connection that's happening for you in November. In the position of you and what you're contributing is the Seven of Cups. A little bit of confusion there. Indecision. In the position of them and what they're contributing is death. Some sort of ending. They're contributing a completion energy. In the position of the composite energies, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. In the position of the insight, wow, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Wow, wow. Okay. Aquarius. For you, a lot of like mental, emotional confusion, feeling like you're not seeing things very clearly, lack of clarity for sure. Nothing feels quite real here. A lot of illusion, a lot of perceived choices, options, emotional opportunities, but not a whole lot of clarity around any of them. Sense of indecision. What they are contributing is it's over. Separation, disconnection, an ending of some sort. The composite energies, Ace of Wands reversed. Something did not get up off the ground here. Neither one of you are feeling the spark of this. A lack of energy. A lack of creative energy, a lack of passion. In the insight is the Ace of Swords. An idea that never got off the ground. A way of thinking about something that is a little bit perverted. When I say perverted, I don't mean like sexually perverted. I mean, it could be that. An idea that is just... it's in the negative. It could be a negative idea. It could be negative communication. It could be something was said that was very cutting, very negative, had a very negative effect. That's in the insight. Let's clarify this, okay? So let's see. Where do we start? How you feel about what's going on with you in this indecision and this confusion. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them and their relationship and the connection? Oh, dear Lord, this has been happening all morning, just dropping piles and piles of cards. What is this indecision about? And how you feel about them? Ooh, an ending, 10 of Wands. 10 is a number of completion, a final ending of some passionate connection. Major passion happening here. And then we have the Judgment card. A rebirth. Is this what you want? You want a rebirth? I get the sense that you know this came to an end. This passionate love affair is experiencing an ending. And there's so much like mental and emotional confusion happening for you. There is like some sort of faded, this is like a faded ending and new beginning. You know, it's like, am I going to go to heaven or not? Am I going to go to heaven or am I going to go to hell? It's that feeling. It's that vibe. What about for them? How are they seeing you? How are they seeing this connection? They're standing firmly in the death energy. Did they bring it about? Were they the ones that said, hey, it's over? Ooh. Devil energy, toxicity, some sort of toxic action, some sort of manipulative, addiction, obsession, being bound and tied and oppressed to some thing, some external thing. This is clarifying them. This is how they see the connection, how they are viewing you. Are they viewing you as, you know, toxic? Or are they toxic? I feel it like they brought about this ending because they are standing firm in this death energy. Clarified by the devil. Ooh. Let's keep going. What is this thing that didn't get off the ground? Like when the two of you come together, we have a false start is what I'm hearing. A false start of some sort that has to do with passion, has to do with creativity. Let's clarify that. You know what? I don't want to use that deck. I'm going to use the dark mirror. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is what your energy is like when it blends. What is this Ace of Wands in reverse about? The temple of my body. What the fuck? The temple of my body. This really reminds me a lot of the death energy. Like, I get a sense that the connection that you had was very, very, very sexually passionate in the beginning. And it came to some sort of conclusion at the height of the passion. And it's like this person did it for you physically and sexually, or vice versa. There was like some like major satisfaction happening here. Like they really got what it is that you liked. Saw your body as a temple, vice versa. They were like, they really were the sexual match for you. Like, what am I trying to say? Like checking every box is what I'm hearing. They checked every box in terms of like your fantasies, your sexual fantasies, your sexual needs, your physical needs. Temple of my body. But then the Ace of Wands is in reversed when you two come together. Like that's a false start. That's like, you know, this thing not coming to fruition. I'm getting a push and pull energy here, which is one of, I'm so turned on by this person. You know, they're checking every box for me, meeting all of my needs physically, but that's it. And it can't be it. It can't be all, right? Because if it's just that, then it's also feeling kind of toxic. Like the fact that they do check all your boxes feels a little toxic, obsessive, addictive, right? Ace of Swords. Let's move on to the Ace of Swords. It's a negative idea. It's the insight. It's like negativity in the mental realm. What is this Ace of Swords about? We have two aces in the reverse. These typically imply new beginnings, but when they are in the reverse, it's like an aborted beginning. It's like not going to happen. It's not getting off the ground. Here we go. Parasite. Ooh. Yeah, I get a sense that one or the other, both, maybe them, just feeding. This connection is just about feeding off of one another in some sort of like toxic way, some sexual way that feels probably really good. Temple of my body. But that's all it's about. It's about sort of this leeching of energy through this act, through, you know, the sexual connection of sort. All right, I want to clarify more about how it is that you feel. What are your next steps here? I do get a sense that you're confused, you're feeling confusion. Three of Swords just popped up. That's betrayal, manipulation, heartbreak. And then we have the Judgment card, like an ending, a new beginning. Am I going to heaven? Am I going to hell? I kind of feel like that's how you feel about this connection. Like, Jesus, it feels like heaven, but it also feels like hell. You know, we got this, death and devil energy for the person that you're connecting with in November. What are your next moves here, my dear Aquarius? Shit. This is an intense connection. Queen of Swords, cutting it out. Cutting it out. I mean, if you're experiencing confusion and illusion and uncertainty, you won't be for long. The Queen of Swords is all about clarity and making very sharp, pointed decisions. She don't fuck around. Yeah. She's looking right at this devil energy. I love it. She's like, oh no. I'm going to cut you right out, buddy. What are their next moves towards you in November? What are they going to do? He's holding this giant dildo. I think that's really hilarious. What is that even supposed to mean? I mean, he's like fascinated with it too. Look at him looking at it. I think he's in love with his own phallus. It's like the center of his identity. What are they going to do in November? What are their actions toward you in November? They might come at you, but you're holding that sword up like, you better come at me correct. And even if you come at me correct, I still might cut you. It might have felt like heaven in the beginning, and then it turned into a very hellish, emotionally hellish situation for you. What are their actions toward you? Eight of Swords reversed, Four of Cups upright. They're waiting for you to come toward them and make them an offer. Or they feel like if they make you an offer, you might refuse it. Get the sense that they prefer you to be confused. They prefer you to be wrapped up in illusion, wrapped up in limited negative beliefs. Gotta say, I'm not liking this person very much right now. I'm trying to remain neutral, but I'm not getting a good vibe from this connection here. You might have thought that it was probably something that you'd never even experienced before with this person. These feelings, temple of my body, right? This type of connection, maybe you had never even experienced before, and you were like, whoa, what is this? This is incredible. And then it quickly turned into a toxic situation that made you feel very fucking confused, right? Is this heaven? Is this hell? Quickly turned into an emotional hell. You began to learn that this person is really completely wrapped up with using sex. Their identity is wrapped up with their ability to be a good lover, in their ability to satisfy you, satisfy others, completely wrapped up in their sexual identity, obsessed with sex. And that's where they're getting their energy from, right? And you kind of felt like, well, I think they're just using me sexually to get high. Sort of addicted to sex, sexual addiction. All right, let's pull a card of guidance for you as you move through November 2020. I think I'm going to work with the Osho Zen. If this reading is resonating with you, Aquarius, please hit the like button. All of your likes and your comments help to elevate my channel and allow me to keep doing these types of readings for you, which I love to do. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'm offering those now too. There is a link in the box below. Guidance for Aquarius as they move through this connection in November 2020. Yeah, strong passion, strong sexual addiction, obsession. Is this heaven? Is this hell? I feel wonderful and I'm satisfied, sexually satisfied physically, but I also feel very confused. Okay. So this is guidance for you as you move through this connection. Complacency, laziness, ordinariness, friendliness. Reach out to your friends for support in November. They might be able to and probably will be able to support you during this time and hear what it is that you're going through and relate to it. Offer you some support. Don't be afraid to be alone and have those solitudinal experiences with yourself. They might seem mundane and boring, but if you cultivate this way of seeing those ordinary moments as beautiful and spectacular and gifts, then that will help you move through this as well. It does feel like a disconnection energy here. The Death card is coming through really strong. Beware of complacency here. This person feels very, like everything's all good. I've got like I don't need to move. I don't need to make any actions. But you can see their world is shattering around them. So step into the present moment. Be aware that you will have to make some decisions. Whether you engage with it or not is the difference between struggling through it or encountering it, navigating it with grace. All right, Aquarius. Wow. I'm wishing you the best in November 2020. It looks like you have a bit of a challenge here in the way of your connection. It does seem like you're on the right path. You have some insights about what's happening here, which is a really good thing. And I know that you can navigate this with grace. Call on support from your friends. Don't be afraid to spend some alone time and try to really appreciate those moments. See the beauty in those moments. You are going to have to take some sort of action because this shit's shattering around you, right? It's happening, whether you engage with it or not. Again, confusion, lack of clarity, needing to make a decision, having many options available to you, but not really seeing them very clearly. A lot of illusion. There is a reawakening, a rebirth happening here. All right, Aquarius, take good care.